Well, Beaulieu Vineyard, BV. These guys have one of the longest histories in the Napa Valley in Northern California. They've been here since the turn of the century. That would be the 1900s, the 20th century, 1900s, yeah. Since the turn of the 20th century. These guys have done it all. They made wine through Prohibition. They sold it to churches. They have a long, rich history. They were one of the first wineries that said, you know what, we want to make something special here. This looks like a place we should be able to make fine wine. And they reached back. They went back into old Europe, got winemakers, got grapes, got vines from France, got phylloxera-resistant, disease-resistant vines, and brought them over here when everybody else was getting wiped out. These guys were thriving. They're survivors, and they make great wine, and they have for over 100 years. These guys have that tradition.
That was extremely well said, and I can sum it up in one word. They're iconic.
Yeah,
they are
very
iconic
true.
in the Napa Valley. And guess what? This 2008 Rutherford Cabernet Sauvignon sums it up.
It does sum it up. It sums it up. What a great way to say it. This wine, you smell this wine, and this is a prototype. And I mean, this is it. This is a benchmark Napa Valley Cab. The smells on this wine, you know right away where you are.
Oh yeah, you're definitely the terroir of this wine. The Napa Valley floor, the dust that's there is coming through in this wine, and you really, I mean, you would definitely know that this is a Napa Valley Cab.
No doubt.
A blind taste.
People talk about that. So what Matt's talking about is this Napa Valley Dust. It is this is what a difference maker means. Dust doesn't sound so good, but in the context of this wine, it elevates this wine into fine wine category. You get a little taste of where it's made in here, and some people would call it like a tea component.
That's right, a
or
dry
an earth
tea
component.
That's right.
But it's a fine, little dusty, earthy thing going on that just makes it taste. Right. It's only the Napa Valley. It's only Rutherford.
And it's one of the reasons why Napa Valley cabs are so expensive too, is because it just has that unique, wonderful taste. And this one, they've really put it together, and there's a lot more going on.
Well, let's talk about that. Yes,
there's
because
some great fruit in here too.
The reason it's such a prototype, a benchmark cab from Napa Valley, is the fruit.
Yes.
There is the classic blackberry, the classic cassis.
Yes.
They really are just there, boom, boom, and you know right away.
There's notes of chocolate, and there's obviously notes of oak.
No doubt, I'm going back.
It's just really got it all together in a really elegant, fine
It really is.
Now, this is a
layered flavors.
$20 wine, but obviously we think much more of this wine.
This is no $20 wine.
Run out and buy it for $20 because it's worth a lot more than 20 bucks.
Yes, it is. In fact, this is one of those wines, if you're at a fine restaurant, steakhouse, what have you. By the way, this is a steak wine. You pick your cut of meat and you have this wine because it's that kind of wine. When people always have that special moment in life when they say, I remember when I first really liked wine, and it's when I blank and blank. And you know what? This is that. It's when I had a filet and this wine. You go, oh my God, I never knew wine could taste like that. That's this kind. That's this right here.
Yeah, definitely. And this particular year and vintage, of course, is what really elevates it. It all worked out.
Yeah,
it all got it right, and we are crazy about this one, obviously. But it ain't no $20 wine.
No.
In fact, it's not a $30 wine.
Not a bit.
It's in the $30 to $40 range.
Agreed.
And I think we're
gonna split the difference.
We split the baby at $35, and the only thing that really held us back on this wine was it came across a little young or a little tight, and we actually thought maybe in another year or two it would even.
But you know what?
Higher.
That's mincing. You're just splitting hairs at this point. This wine is great right now, and if you're really into wine, sure, hold on to it for a year or two, and this will become a $50 bottle of wine.
Exactly.
But you know what? For everybody, this is a $20 wine that you can. It's $20. That is at $35 value today, and it's every bit $35.
Yeah, no, it's a $35 wine that you can get for $20.
That's it. Did I say that? I don't know what I said, but
thumbs up
that's what I meant.
All the way.
2 thumbs up to the Beaulieu, the BV, Rutherford, 2008 Cabernet Sauvignon. And man, it may be a mouthful to say, but it is a mouthful of wine. It is really good.
It is the BV out of the NV, Napa Valley.
Rolling with the BV. I know.
Is that good?
Really, really nice.